A delicate buttery cake with a glossy dark chocolate that's so smooth it'll melt in your mouth. These Madeleines are made with just a few simple ingredients, so if you want to learn how to make them, then just keep watching. Starting with a clean dry bowl, this time we'll be taking the unsalted butter, but we're going to melt it. So you can easily swap this for oil, but I prefer butter as it gives the crisp edges and classic buttery taste. To this we will add the caster sugar. You can use home ground powdered sugar as well, but not the whole granulated one. Along with that, we'll be taking some room temperature curd. Now make sure it's the regular curd and not the Greek yogurt, as it'll leave the cake to be very dense. Simply whisk this all together until it emulsifies and the sugar is almost dissolved. And this time we are using the whisk, not the spatula, as we're looking to incorporate air into it. This is what it should look like. Next we'll be adding the rest of the wet ingredients, that is milk and vanilla essence. It's important that you take slightly warm milk, as if you do take room temperature or cold milk, the butter will firm up and form clumps in your mixture. Next, we'll take the dry ingredients, that is the all-purpose flour. Whole wheat flour would not be a great substitute here. I'll explain this in a bit. To this, we will add the leavening agents, that is the baking soda and baking powder. Now, Madeleines need to be light in texture, so using whole wheat flour would only make them dense. But if you do wish to, I'll leave the ratio in the description box below. This is where we focus on the technique of how we can get our batter to be lump-free. Holding the whisk upright and moving only in one direction is the key. Starting from the center, moving outwards. Don't be tempted to lift your whisk or move it in the opposite direction. Just a little patience and gentle movement will help bring it all together. At this point, we will use the spatula to scrape the bowl for any dry flour. But do not overmix this. A quick tip here is that this batter cannot be kept aside for later use, as we would do for the cookies, because the ingredients are already in the activation process, and it needs the heat from the oven to do its magic. Once done, we will use a piping bag to ease out the pouring of batter. You can also spoon it if you like. I just find it more clean and easy way to do this. Now comes the interesting part, where everything comes together. This is a Madeleine silicone mold, which helps to give its unique shape. I'll leave the link for this in the description box below. Now all you gotta do is grease it with some melted butter before we transfer the batter. Snip it just enough and pipe the batter, ensuring it fills into the cavities until it's almost full but not up to the edges. This will allow it enough room to expand and fluff up in the oven. I did make these with a mix of some crushed pistachios and they turned out great. You too can give it your own twist. Once done, just give it a gentle tap and place it in a preheated oven until you find the crisp golden edges. But make sure to keep a watch after the first 12 minutes, as every oven works differently. Beautiful little golden Madeleines. Crisp edges, soft center, and that perfect rise with a beautiful shell-like shape. A quick tip here, using a metal mold really makes a difference. It conducts heat evenly, so you get that beautiful golden color all around. And honestly, they just look and bake so much better. So I highly suggest you use the metal for baking and silicone for the chocolate coating. Now let us go on to using the same mold for the chocolate coating. Simply take some melted dark chocolate of your choice. You could even take white chocolate if you like. And if you'd like to watch how to melt the chocolate, I'll leave the link for the video in the description box below, where I've shown it in one of my recipes in my previous videos. Make sure to give it a good thick coating of chocolate, especially the edges, as it tends to crack very easily when you try to unmold. Simply place one of the Madeleines and gently give it a press to help adhere the cake to the chocolate. Similarly, go ahead and repeat the same for the rest of the Madeleines. Allow this to set completely in a cool room temperature. You could place it in the fridge for about 10 to 15 minutes. However, the shine on the chocolate does not come through when you do that. Therefore, I'd suggest a cool room temperature would be great, maybe with an air conditioning. Time to unmold and see how they've turned out. Beautiful chocolate coated Madeleine with that beautiful smooth shine that we were looking for. But I'll be honest here, as you can see, the second one did not turn out to be as beautiful and complete. But that's okay, I'm sure they'll taste just as good. There's something so comforting about Madeleines. They're simple, but when done right, they feel really elegant. Plating these is my favorite part. They look so delicate with that texture, light, soft, and the slight crisp edges. Super simple ingredients, but the results feel so premium. Time to see how they've turned out on the inside. Beautiful shine on the out with the chocolate coating, and it feels so light in texture. The delicate slight snap on the outside is just perfect, and that beautiful fluffy cloud-like texture on the inside is just beautiful. A perfect balance with that airy crumb. I hope you get to try this recipe soon. Do let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.